Good morning, everybody. Brooke here, ready for our 45-minute intermediate Pilates workout. Well, actually, today's really for all levels. So we're going to use some equipment, a soft ball. If you don't have a ball at home, just grab a cushion or something else instead. And we're going to use a long resistance band. So if you have a long band at home, also grab that. Again, equipment is optional. If you don't have the equipment, just go for it without the equipment. Just do the movements without adding the band or the ball. Right, we're going to go ahead and start standing up and think about our posture. So have a look at your feet. Toes and heels should be in a line with about hip width apart. So start lengthening through the crown of the head. Start drawing in through the abdominals. A little bit of a lift on the glutes on the backs of the legs. And then take a deep breath in. Reach your arms overhead. And as you breathe out, float up onto your toes, reaching through the fingertips, drawing in again with the abdominals. And then reach your arms out to the side as you lengthen through the arms. Drop your heels down to the mat. As the hands are down to your sides, drop your chin to your chest, around your spine, and roll yourself all the way down over your legs. Just hang there for a moment. Nod the head yes, and then shake the head no. Soften your knees, draw the abdominals in. So we start leading with the abdominals, and then kind of engage your glutes a little bit as you roll yourself back up, articulating every inch of your spine. This head on top of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead. And then again, breathe out. Float up onto the toes, narrow the waist. Reach your arms out to the side. And this time, we're going to lace the fingers together behind your back. Really open up the collarbone, lift the arms, lift your chin up to the ceiling, open up the collarbone, and then breathe out, hinging the waist. Let the arms drop away from your body. That's coming down over your knees. Take a deep breath in to hold. And then as you breathe out, let the hands drop down to the mat. Soften your knees. Get the hands along your mat as you walk forward, coming out into a plank. So head is in line with the shoulders, shoulders down away from the ears, core strong slightly. Tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly button in, and lift your right leg up. Point the toe up to the ceiling. Arms are straight, leg is straight. Breathe out, drop the knee under the body. Reach it to the opposite elbow. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. So standing leg straight, breathe out, knee, drop into the opposite elbow. Two more. Lift and lower. Last one. From high to low. Come back to your plank. Check the shoulders are away from the ears. Lift your left leg up. Really point the toe up to the ceiling. Left knee to right elbow. Breathing out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more times. Strong, straight arms. Shoulders come behind the hands, and then shoulders go over the hands. Last one. Lift and lower. And come back to your plank. Lift your hips all the way up. Press into your heels and hold your stretch for a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, just walk your hands back towards your feet, bend the knees, drop your chin around your spine, roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Now when you lift your left arm, take your right hand down the side of the leg and then just lengthen through that left side. So fingertips reaching up to the ceiling, heel grounding down into the floor. Just try to lengthen between the hand and your heel. Now change sides, right arm up to the ceiling, left heel pressing down into the mat. So you just stretch that right arm, opening up the right side, right rib cage, and then down. Then just again, checking that your feet are parallel. Drop your chin to your chest, round your spine, scoop the belly button up and away as you roll down over your legs and hang here for a moment. Really relax the back of the neck. We'll let the head hang a little bit. Bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. And then switch. Left knee bends, right leg straight. So just kind of sweeping into that right hip a little bit. As you bend the right knee, just kind of lean into that left hip with that left leg straight. And one more time, right knee straight and left. And then I want you to bend both knees. Hips come slightly down to the mat, hands onto the mat, and walk forward, breathing out as you come forward. Now just hold your plank there, shoulders down away from the ears, scoop the core in tight, bend your elbows, half push up, breathe out, press the mat away. Feel free to lower your knees if you want to modify. Just drop that chest down and up. Breathe in and out. Stay there for 6. Strong exhale, 5. Head, shoulders, hips all coming down in one line. 4. Shoulders away from the ears. 3. Good. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. Down. Up and hold, and then we're going to lower the knees down to the mat and sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms, stretch out your back. Good. Now come forward onto your elbows. Now step your feet back And I want both knees on the mat, and I want you to drop your hips quite low. Tilt your pelvis, scoop your belly button in, so just kind of rounding out your lower back, shoulders down away from the ears, tuck your toes under, and then lift just your left knee. Right knee stays down on the mat. Breathe in, lower the left knee, and lift the right. Exhale. Inhale, lower the right knee, lift the left. Now the key here is the hips stay really low. I don't want them piping up. Your shoulders should be right over your elbows. Your head is lifted. We're looking off the end of the mat. 4 more. Breathing out. Try not to put too much weight into the knee that's on the mat. So you imagine you could slide a piece of paper out from underneath that knee. Last 2, and down, and 1, lift, and lower. Now I want you to lift both knees up. Walk your feet close together, squeeze the heels, squeeze the inner thighs, and roll over onto the edge of your right foot to drop the right hip. Roll up and over towards your left hip. Up and over to the right hip. Over those toes. Left hip down to the, drops down to the mat. Go 4 more. Again, coming onto the edge of that foot. Last 2. And 1. Back to the center point. Just hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower your knees and stretch your arms out, sitting back onto your heels. Rest your head and breathe. Good. Now change your position, flipping onto your back. And we're going to use the ball or a cushion. Come all the way down. Lift your knees up to table up. Place the ball between your ankles, low on your legs. Your knees should be right above your hips, shins parallel to the floor, ribs hip connection, belly button holding tight, pelvic floor lifting up and away. So imagine you're trying to squeeze your sit bones together and then lift your head and shoulders off the mat like you're reaching the fingers to the wall in front of you. And we're going to start in a modified position, pumping the arms, breathing in for 4 beats. Flip the palms as you breathe out for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Now if you want to advance this, we stretch the legs up. Lift the shoulders a little higher, draw the belly button a little tighter. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, breathe out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. So really think about your legs getting as straight as you can. Try to lift these kneecaps, engage your quad muscles, squeeze that ball between the knees, get the inner thighs working. Strong breath in for 4. Breathe out. 2 more breaths, breathing in, 2, strong straight arms, no bend in the elbow. Last one, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, good. Drop the shoulders back, draw the knees into your chest, pass the ball to your hands. Use the ball to just help you hug your knees in a little tighter. Then reach the arms behind you, stretch your legs out in front of you. Point your toes, squeeze the legs together, sink the ribs down, and we're gonna lengthen through the fingertips as you lift the ball, lift your head. And roll yourself up. Tap the ball to your feet, roll it a little further along, get the backs of your knees down on the mat, and then breathe in, straighten up your back, shoulders down away from the ears, chin up. Breathe out, tilt the pelvis, gather the belly in, round your spine, rolling down bone by bone. Slow exhale. So you come all the way down to the mat, breathe in, reach the arms behind you. Squeeze your ball, lift the hands, lift the head, try to peel your spine up, keeping your feet down. Reach forward, and then breathe in. Again, straighten up your back, shoulders down, and then breathe out. We're going to come halfway back. I'm going to hold here. Again, squeeze the ball. We're going to hold the ball in both hands as you turn to the left. Breathe in, back to the center, narrow the waist, turn to the right. Inhale, center. Now check that your feet aren't moving. Check that the legs don't move. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Last 2, twist and center, and 1. Come back to the center. Now lift the arms overhead, breathing out and in. So you go a little lower and continue with the arms up and down. Squeeze the legs together. 2 more. Squeeze your ball and down. Last 1. Lift and lower. Then we're just going to come down 1 vertebra at a time, slowly dropping down into the mat. Take a deep breath in and reach the ball behind you. Now I want you to actually pop the ball away. We're going to hug your knees into your chest and keep the right knee in as you extend your left leg out long. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, press your lower back down into the mat, scoop the belly button in tight, and then switch the legs. Stay there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to take your hands behind your head. So you can lower the legs down, keep the shape of the legs hinging at the hips. Exhale, lift back up just one more time, keeping the toe button to the inside of your straight leg. Exhale, lift. Now change the legs. Right knee to the inside of the left. Right toe touching the inside of that left knee, down and up. Now if you want to modify this, just make the movement really small. Just come halfway down and up. You want to make it bigger, make the movement bigger. Down and up. Then take the shoulders back. Draw your knees in. Take a deep breath. Take your hands behind your head once again. Lift your head and your shoulders and then come into a crisscross. Elbow touching the opposite knee. Leg goes long and straight. And switch. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there. Now so you can lower the shape of the legs with your twisted torso. Exhale, lift back up. Change sides. Elbow touches the inside of the knee. Then we hinge at the hips as you lower down and up. Change sides. One more time, each side down and lift and switch. Hold. Lower the shape of the legs down, hinging at the hips and up. And then drop the shoulders down. Hug your knees in just to recover. Good. All right, now extend your body out nice and long. Just reaching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Inhale, and then as you exhale, sweep your hands around the side, lift your chest, and then draw your knees in. So we're coming up into a V-sit, into your balance. Try to click your shoulders back, lift your chin, lift your chest, touch your ankles with your fingertips, and then breathe out. Slowly lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. Legs extend, chest down, arms overhead. Inhale to hold. Exhale, sweep the hands around to the sides. Draw your knees into your chest again. Try to get the hands to your ankles. Roll the shoulders back. And this time we see them extend up into a teaser. Inhale to hold. Exhale as you lower all the way back down to the mat. Take another big breath in. And then breathe out. Circle around. Hands to the ankles. So you may be even holding on to the ankles to extend the legs. And then take the hands away so we can get those legs nice and straight. Breathe out as you lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. Breathe in to hold. Let's aim for 2 more. Either coming into that V-sit and then extending into the teaser, or even just holding the V-sit, or coming straight up into your teaser. Exhale to move. Inhale to prepare for the last one. And then exhale, lift back up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale to lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Add a little bit of rocking side to side. Massage out any tension through your lower back. And then lift the toes up to the ceiling. So just stretching the backs of your legs. Flex and point the feet. Finish with the toes pointing, and then lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Imprint the lower back down, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to hold the right leg. Try to hold the back of the calf rather than the back of the thigh. Try to go a little higher on the leg. Bend and then extend the legs. Switch. One more time. Little bend and extend. And now we're going to flow a little quicker. So here, 8, 7, 6, 5. No movement through the upper body. Shoulders away from the ears. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders. Draw the knees in. Second variation, we're going to add a torso twist. So hands behind your head, elbows wide, toes up to the ceiling, belly button scooped, lower back imprinted, shoulders up off the mat, and then twist. 8, 7, keep it slow. 6, 5, elbows stay wide. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick recovery, shoulders down, knees in. And then the last set, we're going to extend the legs, but this time we flex your feet, pull your toes in to get more of a hamstring stretch, really kind of kick the heels away, head and shoulders up, turn the torso towards the right leg, left shoulder up, and switch. Stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop the shoulders, draw your knees in, take a deep breath, and exhale. Just let it go. Okay, now we're going to come back into our tabletop position. So your knees are above your hips, shins parallel to the floor, rib to hip connection, so just kind of sinking the ribs down, but keeping this inward curve of your lower back. So you've got a little bit of an arch through the lower back. Hip bones and pubic bone are level, so your pelvis is nice and level. Now you're going to draw everything in. Belly button pulls in, perineum lifts up and away, lifting the pelvic floor, point your toes, and we're just going to tap. We're going to actually scissor the legs, knees stay by just tapping your toes. And we keep your hands resting across your abdominals and make sure everything is still and stable through your pelvis, through the lumbar spine. There's no movement through that lower back. As you move the legs, narrow your waist. Make sure you can still breathe into the sides of the rib cage, but keep the core muscles really tight as you tap your toes. Let's aim for 6 and 5. Make sure you're hinging at the hips. It's not the knees moving. Keep that 90-degree bend of the knees. Last 2 and 1. Now we're going to lift both knees up, feet together, knees together. And let's actually reach for our ball and place the ball between your knees. Good. Or your cushion. Squeeze the ball. Again, use that deep abdominal connection, drawing the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, and then lower both toes down to the mat. Breathe out. Lift them back up. So keep your hands resting across the abdominals. Draw the belly button down as the feet touch the mat. Then exhale, lift back up. Now, if this feels too strong, if it gets into your lower back at all, you can take that ball away and basically do it as we were doing before. Just do single legs down and up. Alternate sides down and up. Otherwise, go 4 more. Inhale down, exhale, lift, and 3. Breathe in as you lower. Keep that lowest back rib on the mat, but that neutral spine. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Breathe in and out. And then just grab your ball and hug your knees into your chest. Add a little bit of movement side to side. Okay, pop the ball away. Lift your head, chin to chest. We're going to roll up to sitting and grab your long band. Flip over onto your front. Now the band is going to make this next one a little more advanced. If you want to keep it at a lower level, feel free to drop the band. Or if as you go you find that you're struggling to stabilize or you're feeling any tension through the lower back, then just drop that band. The band's going to make everything a little tougher. But if you want that and you can maintain your control, obviously we want to work those muscles as much as possible. So we're going to slide the band around your right foot and pin it with your left knee. So again, the band is under the left knee. That left knee holds and around your right foot. Hands are directly beneath your shoulders. Left knee is under your left hip. Your right hip points to the mat. Belly button pulls up and away. And we lift the right leg and squeeze that glute at the top of that right leg. Just kind of lift that crease that separates from the hamstring from the glutes. It's like you're lifting your glute up the back of your leg. Stay there for 8 and 7. Keep your rib to hip connection. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to hold the next one up. Now we're going to hinge at the knee, bend the knee, sole the foot points up to the ceiling, pull the ribs up into the body, and pulse up like you're stamping footprints on the ceiling. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the last one up. Knee should be in line with the hip. Now kick the heel into your seat. Just little heel kicks. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the leg all the way out, point your toe, and then circle the leg all the way around, and then come back to the center point of the mat. Sweep the end of the mat, circle that leg up and around, keep the stability through the lower back, keep your core muscles tight. Stay there for 4, circle and back to the center. 3, all the way around, big circles. Last 2, slow and controlled, and 1. Coming back to that center point of the mat. Zip the belly button up and away. Check your spine isn't dropping between your shoulders. Now tap out and in. Just drawing a circle, a little hill with that toe. Up and over, up and back. Nothing else moves. Stay to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold the last one. Toe should be at the corner of the mat or slightly outside of that corner. Rotate the leg, but keep the right hip bone pointing the mat. Lift the leg up, hold at the top. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift up and hold. Inhale down. 4 more, breathing out to lift. Breathe in to lower. 3, and down. Last 2, freeze at the top each time. Hold the last one up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop that right toe. Bend your right knee, sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms out. Rest your head and circle your wrists. Good. Drag your hands back. You to roll your shoulders back. Just circle it back. Circle forward. Just hands on knees. Round out your lower back. Scoop the belly button in. And then just pull the shoulders back. Just really arch your back. Okay, just change sides. Just slide your band over. Hold it with your right knee. Get that loop around your left foot. Send the left leg back. Adjust the tension if you need it any shorter, any longer. Hands under the shoulders, press into the pads of your fingertips. Draw your belly button up and away and start lifting and lowering. No movement through the lower back. Really pressing the mat away. Don't let the spine drop between your shoulders. So strong, straight back. And thinking about your wrists. So the second set, we've got pressure on these wrists. Make sure you're spreading that weight right to the ends of the fingertips. So when I say press into the pads of your fingers, you look at your fingernails, they should turn white. Say there 4 more. 3, 2, last one, hold. Bend your knee, sole the foot points up to the ceiling. Flex your foot, pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. Now kick the heel into the seat. 8, 7, 6, knee stays in line with your hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the leg out, point the toes, scoop the belly button up and away, sweep the end of the mat, and then circle, slow circle around. Sweep all the way around back to the center point of the mat. Stay there. 6 and 5. Make sure we don't bend into the elbows as that leg squeezes. We can have a cup of tea balancing in the middle of our back. 3 more. Slow movements, controlled. Last one. Toe comes back to the center line of the mat. Just check your alignment, check your core connection. Tap up and over, up and back, out and in. Leg a bit like a metronome. Long and straight, little tap, up and over tap. So there's 6 and 5. The standing leg may be starting to burn a little bit as well. Last 3, 2, hold the last one at the corner of the mat. Rotate your leg out and then lift and lengthen through the toes. You go up. And then inhale down. Remember, try to little hold for just a little pause at the top of the movement each time you lift. And then lower. Stay there for 6, 5. Check that your head isn't starting to hang. Check your shoulders aren't creeping up to the ears. You're not bending into your right elbow. Last 2 and down. Hold the last one up. Stay there for 4. Lengthen through the toes. 3. Lift a little higher. 2 and 1. And then lower the feet back together. Open your knees out. So you sit back onto your heels, drop your chest down through your knees, and breathe. Good. Now walk your hands back, and I want you to take your knees together, and just kind of fold forward or look at the knees, and I want you to grab your heels and just pull your heels in, just to get a nice stretch through your back. Almost imagine you're trying to touch your knees around your nose, so nose to knees, and hold. Good. Okay, coming out of that stretch, just flip onto your back, just pop the band away. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water about halfway. And let's come back to the abdominals for a moment. So I want you to come back onto your elbows and pull your knees into your chest. Scoop the core muscles in tight, and then we're going to breathe out, stretch your legs long. Again, engage your quad muscles, lifting your kneecaps. Breathe in, bend the knees. Breathe out, stretch the legs. 2 more. Lifting up out of the shoulders, nice open collarbone. Chin up. Last one, we're going to extend and hold. Now turn your toes out. Heels are touching. Squeeze the inner thighs, lift the pelvic floor, and then lower the right leg down to the mat. Exhale. Lift it back up. Left leg lengthening through the toe as the foot comes down to the mat. Breathing out as you lift it back up. Now modification, just come halfway down or bend your knees and just tap the toes with the feet closer to the body. But aim for 4 more, whichever level you're doing. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. And lift. Keep the upper body strong. Last 2. And 1 more. Down. Up and hold. Squeeze the inner thighs. Scoop the belly button and take the legs out and in for 8, 7. Click the heels together. Zip the inner thighs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one and then lower the legs down. Lift your elbows up. Straighten up your arms and then fold forward over your legs. Just wrap around the backs of the ankles. Draw your chest down towards your knees and then breathe in. Sit up. Nice and tall once again. Now we're just going to come halfway back, drop the elbows down, drop the knees back in. So we're back into the starting position where we were before. This time we're gonna do some big circles with our legs. So we're gonna extend the legs out, draw the rib cage down, draw the belly button in, circle to the right, sweep it down towards the mat, to the left, hold at the top. So the hips can move, but the shoulders should stay still. Reverse the direction. Go to the left, down to the bottom, up to the right, and hold. Go to the right, down through the bottom, over to the left, hold at the top. Go to the left, down to the bottom, to the right, hold at the top, make a little correction, lift up out of the shoulders. Go 2 more times, to the right, to the bottom, left, and freeze. Last one, to the left, to the bottom, to the right, and hold there. And just pull your knees into your chest. And then as you breathe out one more time, just extend your arms and fold forward over your legs. Now sit up nice and tall. I want you to flex your feet, pull your toes in, reach your arms out to the side, shoulders down away from the ears. Think string out of the top of the head. We're gonna twist to the left and pulse twice. So twist, twist, back to the center, go a little taller, shoulders down, twist to the right, twist, twist. Now try to stabilize your feet. Your heel's gonna wanna try to kick in front of the other heel, try to keep them nice and level. Twist, twist, lengthen, shoulders down, twist, twist, reaching through the fingertips. Last one, twist, twist, back to the center, both hands to the front. We're gonna round your spine, point your toes, roll yourself down to the mat, and then walk your feet in. Take your hands back along your sides. Feel free to adjust yourself on your mat. And then we're gonna place the ball between your knees. Grab your band and lay it over your hips. Hold it fairly tight. Squeeze the ball. Heels should be directly beneath your knees. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips if you shift a little bit side to side. Imprint your lower back down. Breathe into the sides of the ribcage and then breathe out. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. Narrow your waist as you press the hips up into the band. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift and lower. Stay there for 6 and down and 5. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold the one up, squeeze the 8, 7, 6. Check your shoulders are relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips down, take a breath, and then come up onto your toes. Heels up off the mat. Press your lower back down, draw the belly button in, and then breathe out. Lift the hips high, narrow the waist, squeeze your ball. Inhale, lower back down. So we're working the glutes and narrowing your waist. So imagine you're trying to lift your waistband just by engaging those muscles, narrowing and lifting around the middle of your waist. Stay there for 4, squeeze, and 3, shoulders stay relaxed. 2, hold the last one up, little squeeze the top, up and inch down. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one, and now we lift that band right up to the ceiling. Fingertips over your shoulders. Stretch your band as you lower the elbows down, and then lift back up. Keep the hips high. Narrow the waist. Down and up. Breathe out and in. Stay there for 6. Squeeze the ball between the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Extend the arms and then reach the hands all the way behind you. Lift the hips even higher. Squeeze the ball even tighter, and then drop the rib cage down first. Roll through your middle back. Second, really tilt the pelvis, find every joint of your lower back before the hip bones, and then the tailbone come down. Drop your heels and take your hands back down to your sides. Let's actually drop the band. Drop the ball, hands along your sides. We're going to breathe out, peel the spine up into your shoulder bridge. Think rib to hip connection, knees in line with your hips. Press into the mat, and we're going to lift the right knee up. Now I want you to lift your hands up over your shoulders. We're going to lower the foot as you lower the arms, and then exhale, lift the knee, lift the hands. So everything comes down towards the mat. We're pressing into our left heel. The left leg is working. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 3. The pelvis stays level. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And hold. Now lower your right foot. Lift the hips a touch higher. Relax your shoulders. Again, think rib to hip connection. So just narrowing the waist. Left knee comes up. Now we're going to lower the arms. Tap the toe. Lift the arms back over the shoulders. Knee over the hip. Lower And let's press into that right heel. Feel that right glute working. 4 more down. And up. 3. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. Lift. Keep your hands up but lower your foot down. Stay in your shoulder bridge. Turn your palms so they're facing in towards each other. Now lift your right knee up. Touch the toe of the right foot to the inside of your left knee. Then kick that toe up to the ceiling. Stretch and small circles with the legs. 6, 5. Shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, and hold. Lengthen through the fingertips and the toes. Reverse your circle. 6 the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down to the mat. Hips a touch higher. Left toe touches the inside of the right knee. Feel that knee pulling into the chest, and then kick the toe up to the ceiling. Add your circle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Everything goes a little higher. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot down to the mat. Arms reach all the way behind. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, drop the rib cage down first. Tilt the pelvis to get through your middle back. And then every joint of your lower back before the hip bones and tailbone come down. Wrap your hands around your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. Draw your chin to your chest. And roll yourself up to sitting. Good. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of upper body. And we're going to come up to standing. So just if you can, try to stand without using your hands. It's always a good challenge. And we're going to stand on the middle of your band. Now, if you don't have a long band, or if your band's a little too short, feel free to grab some weights or something else, or you can just use your body weight as well. You don't have to have the extra resistance. So ankles are together, knees together. We're going to bend your knees. Try to swing your hips to the wall behind you. Shoulders away from the ears. Draw your belly button in. Reach your arms out to the side and then lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up, circle back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down, stand, roll out any tension through the shoulders, and the other way. Bend into the knees, sweep the hips behind you, draw the belly button in, reach the arms out. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold the last one, circle forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hands, stand, and again, roll out your shoulders. Both ways. Turn your grip so that the palms face the wall behind you, pinkies pointing up to the ceiling, and then wrap your hands around your sides. Pull your shoulder blades together. Really open up the chest, soften the knees, and then lift the arms straight behind you and down. Lift and lower. Stay there. 8, 7, 6. Try to spread the toes, press into the big toes, knees together, squeeze the glutes. 6, 5, 4. I think I might have added a few on there. Last 2. Hold the last one. Bend and extend. Upper arm should be parallel to the floor. Elbows above and behind the line of your spine. Stay there. 8, 7, 6. Keep your chin up. 5. Nice open collarbone. 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one and pulse your hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift a little higher. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more sets of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift a little higher for the last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your band. Shake your arms out. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Take your hand up over your head. Touch your hand to the ear on the opposite side. Other hand to your shoulder. And just stretch and lengthen out the side of your neck. Now turn your nose down towards the floor and gently pull the back of the head. And then turn your nose up to the ceiling as you turn the head. Change sides. Hand to the shoulder, hand to the ear. Lengthen out that side of the neck. Turn the nose down towards the floor, gently pull the back of the head. And then turn the head, turn the nose up to the ceiling. Good. Okay, let's come back down to your mat. Grab your band one more time. We're going to lay the band over the top of your knees. Cross it underneath and hold it on top. Okay. Shift onto your side and take your knees up, feet forward. So your hips are bent 90 degrees, knees bent 90 degrees, your hips and shoulders and head are in line with the back of the mat, knees and feet in line with the front. Lift the knee and your foot and lower. Lift and lower. Kind of burning into this muscle here, your hip stabilizers, glute medius. Stay there. 8, 7, 6. Keep your upper body nice and long, nice long neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up. Double time pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee and foot stay level. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop the knee and feet and try to float your feet up. From there, we open the knees out and in. Lift and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep your neck long, 2. Hold the last one. So you can go a little higher, and then as high as you can for 3, 2, 1. Knees come back together. Keep those toes up. Straighten up your back. Lift and hold. Go a step higher. One more step up. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees back together. Take a deep breath in. Straighten up your back. Last time. Lift and hold. A little higher, and then as high as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come back together. Drop the feet. Let's take the band away. And stretch your legs out, stretch your arm out, wrap your hands around your waist. Find a little gap under that lowest part of your waist, that narrowest part of the waist. Lift both feet up, and then lift the top leg a little higher. Now take the hand up to the ceiling, small circles. 6, 5. Keep your neck nice and long. Every now and then just lift your head and stretch your neck out. 4, 3, no movement anywhere else in the body. Hold the last one. Reverse your circle. 6 the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Flex your feet. Scissor both legs. 8, 7. No bend in the knees. No movement through the pelvis. Take a hand to your hip and just make sure it's stable. Belly button pulled in. Lower abdominals tight. Last 2, 1. Legs come back together. Really kick the heels away and lift the top leg up and down. Breathe out and in. Make sure you're not smushing into the lower part of that waist. Keep that little gap under the lower part of the waist. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the legs down to the mat. Drop your top knee forward. Stretch your arms out into a wide T. Look over your shoulder to the wall behind you. And take that hand up over your head. Past the arm in front. Circle past the leg. And then again, reaching behind. Hold. Now reverse your circle. Circle it down. Past the leg. Past the hand, try to drag along the floor, and then reach the arms out behind you. Stretch the arm, and now we're gonna imagine you're closing a book. Lift that hand up to the ceiling, and then closing out in front of you with the hands coming exactly back together. Knees together, change sides, find your band. Lay the band over the top of your knees. Cross it under, hold on top. Shift onto your side. Again, we're in that 90-90 position. Hips bent 90 degrees, knees bent 90 degrees. Shoulders back, belly button in, and lift the knee and the foot up and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 12, 11, 10 more, 9, 8. Make each one count. Foot stays level with the knee. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Double time. 4 sets of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet together, knees together. Float the toes up, shoulders away from the ears, and then open the knees out and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 10, 9, 8. Really stretch. 6, 7, 6. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Go a step higher, and then as high as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, lower the knees down, stretch your back, lift up and hold. 1 inch higher, and then as high as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Last one, lift up and hold. A little higher, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, knees together, feet down, and then take your band away. Good, stretch your arm out, stretch your legs out, and then wrap your hands around the waist, slide the fingers on the lower part of the waist, lift the legs up, scoop the core in tight, make sure your lower abdominals are tight, and then float this hand up to the ceiling, lift the top leg a little higher, small circles, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try to scoop the belly a little tighter, reverse 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your feet, press the heels away, scissor the legs. Let's go 8, 7, no bend in the knees, no movement through the pelvis. Last 4, again, take the hands at the hip, just make sure nothing's moving. Lower abdominals are still tight. Last 2, 1, legs come back together, really keep the heels away. Lift the top leg. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, think as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top, lift up and hold, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the feet come back down and just drop that top knee forward. Stretch the arms out into a wide T. Back to the hands touch the floor. Breathe in and then just reach your hand over your head. Try to drag one finger along the floor, past the arm, past the knee, reaching behind you, and then hold. Reverse your circle. Take the hand down past the leg, past the other arm, over your head, and back. Again, stretch the arms a little longer, and then we're closed like a book. Fingertips up to the ceiling and lengthening until those hands come right back together. Take your knees back together. And we're going to flip over actually to all fours. Just extend your legs onto your front. Good. Now we're going to reach your hands out to the corners of your mat. Point your thumbs up to the ceiling. Draw your belly button up in towards your spine and tuck your tailbone towards the wall behind you. So we're just kind of lengthening out your lower back. We're going to reach, so point your nose down to the mat, and then imagine you kind of nudging a marble along with your nose. As you lift the arms, lift your chest, lengthen through the fingertips. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, lengthen, hold. Inhale, slowly back down. Now, if this feels too strong, you can keep your arms on the mat and just lift and lengthen your chest while the arms stay down. Inhale, lower. Let's aim for 3 more. Breathing out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. Keep the feet down on the mat. 2 more, up and down. Last one, lift and lower. Now I want you to stack your hands one on top of the other. Walk your heels in, squeeze your heels tight, squeeze the inner thighs, toes turn out. Rest your forehead at the back of your hands and then lift your chest, lift your legs. Squeeze the glutes, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift and lower. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4, 3, legs up, reach from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Hold the last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the chest, step your feet out to hip width apart, extend your arms out to the side, draw your belly button, and then lift your arms up and lower them back down. Lift and lower. So the arms are like wings, shoulder blades pulling together behind your back. Feel those muscles of your upper back tightening and strengthening as you lift your chest. Stay there for 3 feet, stay down on the mat. And 2, last 1, and then lower down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Sit back onto your heels, toes together, knees apart, and stretch out your back. Good. Come up to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Drop your chin to your chest, rounding the spine, and then reverse it. The tailbone. And then come back into neutral spine. Tuck your left foot under your body and turn your left knee just outside of your left wrist. Slide your right leg back. Look up to the ceiling, really extending your spine, shoulders together behind the back. And then fold forward over your leg. Rest your forehead on the mat. Turn onto one cheek and really melt down into the floor. And breathe. Good. And then just slowly start coming out of that stretch. Walk your hands back Towards the leg, across your left leg, tuck your right foot under, right knee to the outside of your right arm. Left leg slides back, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, just slowly again, fold down over the leg. Turn on to the opposite cheek. And really just melt yourself down into the mat. Good, and then just coming out of that stretch, walk your hands back, roll over onto your back, grab your band. We're gonna wrap the band around the right foot up to the ceiling, just kind of climbing up that band, just ease the knee away, sink your shoulders down. Take a deep breath in and pull, and go out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. And then across the body for your outer thigh stretch. Keeping that right hip down, pulling that band. Flex your foot, and then come back to the center. Left foot goes into your band. Right leg stretches out long. Shoulders down on the mat, sinking the shoulders down. Easing the knee away as you pull the foot in. Just feel that stretch to the back of the hamstring. And then breathe out. Take the leg out to the outside for the inner thigh stretch. And then cross the leg across your body for your outer thigh stretch. Keep your left hip down, pull your band, get that leg straight, flex the foot. And then come back to the center, drop your band. Roll over onto your front. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees up, press into your heels. Arch the back. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang, nod your head yes. Shake the head no. Soften the knees, lead with your abdominals, drawing the belly button up and away as you slowly roll yourself back up. Articulating one vertebra on top of the other, shoulders on top of ribs, head on top of the shoulders, arms then floating up over your head. Breathe out, draw your heels together as you come up into your balance. And then reach your arms out to the side as you lower your heels down. And then just swing the arms forward and back. And give yourself a little round of applause. Well done, everybody. We're back again this afternoon, back tomorrow morning. So check Instagram, Facebook for the full schedule. Subscribe to us on YouTube and keep checking back in regularly. See you soon. Bye.